Aloha! Hey there! Test sequence 5302? 5202? 5302, I think. So, most likely it's sometime after midnight. I was in the middle of doing something, and I'm going to carry on with that thing that I was in the middle of doing. I may actually just whip right through the drop, because I'm running out of time today. Real life took its toll, so fortunately my pleasure has to suffer. So I want to replace the whole inside of this with glass plates. So, I'm carrying stuff, that's good. And it's daytime, that's good. It's daytime, so I can fly. Oh, hey, not yet. Okay, and let's do controlled flight as well. H. Down we go. And we can fill in the rest of this now. I got a new setup for my stuff, huh? Good. How far down does the glass go? Oh, quite a ways, eh? Okay then. Well, let's get to work. Oh, okay. I hear you. I hear you, Iron Man. We will, of course, be taking out the outside of this as well. Because, you know, what's the point of building this long glass chute if I can't actually see them falling down? It's a good thing the spikes don't take extra damage, you know, depending on like the size of the thing that goes over them and from what distance they fell, stuff like that, because that would be really sucky. Like, I was watching Games for Kicks play the Starvation mod, and man, oh man, like, I was also talking to a Minecraft? I think it's called Minecraft, gamer today, and he was telling me about some of the mods that are available on that. And it's like, man, some people just thrive on complexity, making it so much more complicated than it actually is originally. I think I haven't really, as far as I feel, fully explored everything I can do in this game, just at its base thing, you know? Like, I kind of, in a way, am playing my own modified version of the game, but that's only by using the cheat mode, not actually changing the code, or the parameters of the game. And you know, just, it's because I want to explore and know the foundation of it before it goes to 17. And tell you what, I was looking at some of the stuff for 17. Looks amazing! Like, jeeps and bicycles and, why am I using this? Jeeps and bicycles and motorbikes, yeah. And you hit zombies and they fly over, fly away. I don't know if they're gonna actually damage your thing once you drive past them, but... And new points, just new paint, new textures. I'm kind of excited about that too. You know, there are a few episodes where I was just like, I just feel like painting today. And there may be episodes in the future like that too. Because sometimes, just like digging, you just gotta paint. Ooh, going the wrong way. Oh, you tired, buddy? No, you're hot. Well, you're the beginning of hot. As far as I'm concerned, you're a whiner, because I've seen you at like 119 degrees, and you make the same sound. Wow, this is gonna be a lot of work. I'm digging a hole, I'm digging a hole. Digging a hole for the zombies. Those flesh-eating monsters. Diggity, diggity. Diggity, 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 diggity. Yeah. You just keep on digging there, buddy. I'll be with you in a minute. Actually, I can actually put this on kind of auto dig is in here. There you go. Work it. Whoa. Do that with a rubber band on the controller. Old school. That's what I'm talking about. Who needs a piece of software to keep you digging when you can just use a rubber band? When I was playing on the PS4, that's how I used to get down to bedrock. No matter how high you are, put the rubber band on, face the guy down, and let it go. Yee! I am going to need more of these blocks. There is no way on Earth or well, nowhere in the game, in this reality, in my matrix, whatever you want to call it, I would be able to do this under normal circumstances. There's just not enough glass. Because there's no way, there used to be, I think, a way to make it. There's no way to make it now, so what's the dealio with that? Boo. Like, there's no way I could maybe do one ring of like 3 just to see them kind of approach and fall. But and of course I don't really need to fly to do this. I could have just used some wooden frames to get onto the top of the dirt, dig all the way down, and then build my way up. That would be doable. But you know what? I'm Neo. In this world's Superman, so I will use my skills to the fullest. Sure, yeah, you can get the best weapons at the beginning of the game, but you're not going to do much damage because you have no experience how to use them. Similarly, I can get all the building materials I want, but I still have to build the stuff. So is it cheating? Yeah, but you know what? It's not cheating when I'm trying to beat somebody. Just try and increase my pleasure of the game. Yeah, my partner plays Player Unknown Battlegrounds. I've seen some of the bots that are on those things. It just runs around the whole field naked, shooting people in the head, no matter where they are, even if they're in a building. What would a person get from that? Like, what's the joy in that? And I don't think that if you win, you get anything that's gonna help your gameplay or make you, you know, like give you any advantage over everybody else. So what's the reasoning behind it? The only thing I can think of is maybe to increase your ranking, so you appear to be like one of the better players. Then what happens when somebody challenges you and you actually have to go up against them for real without your bot? You know, or you get into a tournament or something like that. Yeah. I don't think they let you bring your own rig. So then you just turn out to be nothing. I mean, if you're the inventor of the bot, that kudos to you, you know, like for your coding skills and breaking the game essentially. But to be a player who does it, what's the point? What is the point? But I suppose different people get pleasure out of different things. Maybe they just like watching other people lose, I don't know. Or the reactions that they get from other people losing. Who knows? They're doing it, so they must have some kind of reasoning behind it. I just can't understand it. That's alright though, there's a lot of things I don't understand. I don't think that detracts from me. It just gives me a better opportunity to learn more things. And become more than I am. Because, you know, it doesn't make me better just because I know more things. You can know a whole buttload of stuff about poop, but it doesn't make you better than anybody else. You could be the poop master. Master of poopy time. It wouldn't matter. And even if you knew everything about everything, you're a walking encyclopedia with answers to any questions in the universe, it still doesn't make you better than anybody else. Then again, here's an interesting question. What does make one person better than another? Is it your value in society? How much you contribute? How much you enrich or add to those around you? Is it measured by the contributions you have to a team? I mean, like, I don't know. To your children, you're probably the best person in the world, better than anybody else. But that's their opinion, you know? So, but that also raises the question on the other end of the spectrum, which is, so, okay, you are better than everybody else, right? But does everybody else's opinion matter to you? What if, like, the one person that you love, or admire, or, you know, want to earn their respect or whatever, you want them to see you as better than everybody else. And they're the only people who don't see you as better than everybody else. But everybody else does. Everybody in the world, in the universe, thinks you're better than them, except for that one person that you want to think that way. Now, do you consider yourself better than everybody else at that stage? Or is it you're, because that one person doesn't think so, you can never accept it? Because every story has two sides. And every side has many ways of looking at it, And sometimes things aren't always as they appear, or sound, or were explained, or were interpreted by you. Communication in and of itself is a very fickle thing. Misunderstandings occur every single day. More so now that texting is a thing, right? Because at least when you were talking to somebody on the phone, you could tell from the voice, from how they reacted, how they perceived what you were saying, or how they were reacting to it. But a text is just so kind of neutral. I suppose, though, it's perfect for the politically correct era of today, right? A text message is ideal. It's emotionless, unless of course you add emojis, and that makes it. You can always say, "Oh no, that's not what I meant." I suppose the benefit of that is it gives you the benefit of explaining your intentions, right? As opposed to when you say something, people might just misinterpret it, get offended, and it doesn't matter at that stage what your intentions were. You're a prisoner and subject to their offense. And really, when did I become responsible for other people's reaction to what I say or what I do? They react in the way that they react. That's not my. I didn't do that. I didn't make you do that. To insinuate that the words that I say that cause offense give me far more power over the individual than I actually have. You're saying that I had the ability to offend a person. Aww. We don't have any forges here yet, so we're gonna steal. Not double. 550, right on the border. It's a shovel. I'll take it. Alright. So as I was saying, that's to insinuate that I have far more power than I do, If I say something that somebody else finds offensive, well, maybe I wasn't intending that. And maybe even it was something that was overheard and wasn't even intended for them. Who knows? It may be taken completely out of context, and media does that all the time, Taking sound bites that are out of context sound really horrible. In context are perfectly benign. So, how am I responsible for all those circumstances? Most people hear what they want to hear, so they misinterpreted my intentions. And the worst thing about this PC world is nobody really actually confronts anybody about it anymore, Or even confrontations aren't as humanly as they used to be. A fight between two men. I mean, back in the olden days, used to be a duel with swords or, guns that don't actually aim right. There's a pretty good chance that you would survive. The intention wasn't to kill you, because killing you would kind of defeat the purpose. It was more to just defeat you. Well, except for some, fights over honor, which kind of retarded, I guess. I don't know. Then again, when the law fails you, or fails people, I think those were actually, most duels were, it was a legal thing to do. You could have a duel with somebody and kill them, and that'd be A-okay. No problemo. Talk about population control. Anywho. Yeah, I just don't understand how I'm responsible for everybody's interpretation of what I say. I'm not. I'm responsible for what I say as it was intended when I said it. And if you have some kind of adverse response to that, well, I think you should probably check yourself before you wreck yourself. It's only that, but it's like misinterpretations when you don't even know the person. You're the kindest, nicest person in the world. Say something as a joke, and another person hears it and thinks they're serious, and all of a sudden they're a horrible person when really they've done so much good in the world. Man. It's gonna reach a point where we won't be able to even talk to each other. Talk to each other, look at each other. Oh, are you looking at me? Are you looking at me? You're harassing me. I'll sue you. You caused me emotional damage. Did you look at me? Did you just look at me? I think really, if you're gonna get into a fight or take revenge or something, do what they used to do in the old days. Bare knuckle fight, man. Don't take out your gun and shoot the person. Challenge him to a duel. Get some fisticuffs in. Now, you can still do some damage. You can still kill a person with your hands, right? But when you punch them, you break your knuckle, and it's gonna give you a wake-up call. And there's gonna be much less chance of a fatality. When you do it that way, as opposed to What'd you say? Huh. Oh, you said have a nice day. I misheard you, but it's too late because now you're dead. And I'm gonna have to live in regret for the rest of my life. Because I overreacted. Well. Oops. Come on now. Break the glass. Ooh. Nice and glassy. Looks like there's a little bit of work to be done down here. But then again, you know, that's just what I think. I'm old school. I don't necessarily think that the world was a better place before. Certainly, life is much better now. But we have way too much free time to worry about such stupid things. About, you know, what was said and what did they mean and what were their intentions. Why don't you just ask them? Sorry, what did you say? And what did you mean by that? Okay, no, what you said is wrong. And I take offense to it based on your intentions. I would appreciate if you apologize to me for that. As opposed to, I'm reporting you to HR. Your career is now over. I mean, that's not to say stuff like sexual harassment or even harassment and bullying are things that should be just ignored or accepted. No, hell no. You shouldn't be trying to hurt anybody, really, in any form. Why? Problem is, we kind of enjoy it. You know what I mean? Humans, at base level, I think, we enjoy teasing each other and poking each other, and almost sometimes inflicting suffering on one another. It's like we can't get rid of that little devil inside of us. But you know what? I'm a firm believer in the whole dichotomy. You know, nobody is 100% good and nobody's 100% evil. So those things must exist together. You know, just like light and dark. Just like, I don't know. Think of any two opposites, good and evil. You could not and would not appreciate one without the existence of the other. For example, if there was no light, it was continuous darkness. You had no idea what sunlight was. You would never appreciate it. It'd just be darkness all the time, always. Right? You have to have that contrast in order to appreciate it. Rotation. See if the inverted version of this design works as well. Certainly flying makes all of this a lot easier. I won't deny that. But I could have scaffolding all along the inside, just running around. Like a set of stairs up and down. I could do this just as easily, probably. I just can't be bothered, because I'm going to have to go around and pick them all up. And that would be a hassle. And that's not what the test sequence is all about. All face. Rotation! And lay some pole. Put that pole in that hole. Wait. Ha! Error does not compute. Must destroy. See how when that thing is right next to... Oh, I guess it's just the way I'm looking at it, that block. Kind of singled itself out, I guess. Okay. I'm going to have to put some quarter blocks in, put some spikes down, and once I do that, I have to start digging around the outside. But, in order for the dig around the outside to be successful and not bring the whole thing down, I need to put in supports on the outside, so... Alrighty, let's grab us some spikes. And I actually don't need this many. Really don't even need that many. And some quarter blocks. Quarter blocks. I don't need that many of these either. Oh, you know what I should do is 1/8 blocks. Because then I can make a cool design. I think. We'll try. We'll see. Alright, I think let's put in the spikes for now. Advanced. Excellent. Don't want to be hurt by the spikes, so it's always advisable to attach the outer ring first and work your way in. We can establish where the supports are straight away. This is not a big pit at all. It's just 5 by 5. 5 by 5. I think telepathy is the answer. I keep on saying that. If we were all telepathic and everybody knew what was in everybody else's mind, and we all knew how good and how evil we really are, I think there would be a lot less conflict in the world. Or maybe a lot more conflict in the world. Both of those are possibilities. It just comes down to the basic understanding that we're all the same to varying degrees. Worry about the same things, need the same things, you know? I think that's right. Oh, whoa, 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 hey. Okay. Good. That's a problem. What do I put? Middle one, right? Oh, I'm thirsty. Do you have anything on me to drink? Nope, let's grab some tea. Tea! Let's bring my temperature down too. That's why I chose this one, because it's a cool drink. 100%. 100% cool drink. Oh, yeah. Like Kool-Aid. Kool-Aid. There you go. Oh, yeah. Boom. Now we get the quarter blocks. Right, I want 8 blocks. And let's see here. Oh, don't tell me I've been doing those all wrong. No, I have not. Have I? Oh, yes, I have. Frustration. Oh, good. Only these. Only this side is wrong. Okay. Don't want to leave any space in there because it will break the other ones and fall through. Okay, so let's put these in first. Go for advanced. Okay, that will go in this corner here. And this spot here. And then, let's see what else we got. This one. Nope, this one will go here on this corner. Well, that's dizzying. And here. Oh, what happened there? Oh, I think I took it back to simple just by tapping on it. Nope. There we go. There is no center for this one. That's alright. Let's go. Rotation. Oh, that was it too. Grr. There it is. There she goes. There's no good way to do this. Because if I put a pole in there, they will... Oh, you know what? I wonder if... Let's just see what we got in terms of centered. What concrete pole centered? Those are all poles. You know what? I think I'm just going to go for a pillar. 50. Yep, just one pillar. Okay. Advanced. There we go. But they will definitely not be able to fall through that. Or get through that. Okay. We now have no way of getting back up, of course. Where is the elevator? Here it is. Oh, come on. We will, of course, have to break this elevator. Actually, but not today, so... Need to bring down some more supports around the outside. Should be able to... I want this to be my machete. Because it's just down on the D-pad. So, after the machete, and then that. Okay. Now, after the machete, I want the hammer. The axe. The axe and shovel. Alright, this'll do. Oh, it's gonna kick us all the way to the outside. Got to fix that. Alright, cool. Nobody around. Anything in this box we need to take in? Nope. Okay, let's go inside. Gotta do something about this so I don't break my leg. No. Ah. Ooh, there we go. Okay, but I've got to make a more permanent solution than that. Do I have hay bales? Don't have hay bales. Hey, close that door. Let's go get the hay bales. Let's drop off. Oh, whoa. All organized suddenly. I guess we got tools in here. Let's drop off the shovel. Okay, let's drop off all of our building materials pretty much. Get ready for the drop. We also need to line the outside of this so that when they eventually do dig through, it's defensible. Or, you know what? I might just make it so that they're, from that outer edge, on the sides that have dunes, I'll put wedges. So it's like a really, less of an incline. Takes away, hopefully, their ability to, bust it open, break it. Because even ramps they can hit at, right? But I think smeltables and stuff is in here. Basically, kind of useful stuff like this. Stuff that I can make other stuff out of. You get it? You get the stuff? You get the stuff I'm talking about? I knew it. Sort this stuff. Let's grab the hay bales. Oh, hey, not the ramps, the hay bales. I used to actually carry Red Tea around with me. Let's do that. We'll be faster. Up and then for 2. Yep, that'll do. Oh, wait. Okay, so, whoa. Oh, I'm underneath it. I'm underneath it. Well, that's not good. Oh, I gotta hustle. How am I supposed to, oh, okay. What I need to do, dig this out here in a nice fashion. And then, we'll put down some hay bales. Just for the next time I come in here so I don't break my leg. Because that's super annoying. Whoa. And I think this is the way. Yeah, this is the way. Gotta jump here though. Ah! Okay. Put the hay bales. No, put the sand and stuff we got here. Where's the construction material? I think it's here. Put those hay bales in. Get our hammer into place. Sort our stuff. And where do we want to go for the drop? Let's see. I guess north is good. I haven't gone north. Alright, so let's head north. Still empty. Okay. Well, the door is north. Cool. Take a short break here. And I'll be back very, very shortly for the next 5401. I don't know. I'll check it while I'm gone. Not that it really matters, but I'll talk to you guys later. Thanks for hanging out. I'm out, yo!